Welcome tag agents to the how to create an accord form for commercial submission. First of all, I'd like everyone to refer to the commercial lines tab on the tag agent site. There's a lot of helpful information here, including a commercial quote sheet to use as a fact finder for your agency. There are sample accord forms here. The 125 is going to be for your general applicant information. It will be needed for every risk you submit. The 126 general liability. 127 is business auto that is paired with the Accord 137. The 137 goes into the coverage limits. 130 for work comp. 131 umbrella. 140 for property as far as any sort of building or personal property coverage goes. The 146 is your equipment, floater, inland marine for equipment, tools, etc. There is also a commercial lines submission form that will need to be completed in full whenever you are submitting your accord forms to commercial. When submitting the submission form and accord forms to commercial, the named insured needs to appear in the subject line. The named insured should also be how the name appears on the Secretary of State website. Here is the submission form. Please make sure it is filled out in its entirety. Here's an example of one of the accord forms. Any highlighted fields need to be filled out when sent to commercial, or they will send it back to you for completion. Please indicate which line of business you are quoting, effective date, name, so on and so forth. For the description of operations, please be as accurate as possible. Give as much information as possible so that way we can make sure that underwriting completely understands what your insured does, and we can go ahead and find the proper class code for your insured. Again, all of that is available on the tag agent site. Those sample accord forms for each one is under sample accord form. How to create the accord forms, we're going to go into AMS. You are going to build a profile for your customer. This is going to have their first name, their last name, and their firm name is going to be their business name. Again, how it appears on this Secretary of State website. You're going to be the executive. The representative is going to be employee default. And I'm indicating it is a commercial type of customer. I click on the customer's name. I go to eForms. I go to Additional Forms. This then opens another window. On that window, we are going to go ahead and select commercial lines. Then what I like to do is I like to sort the forms by number. By just clicking this, it sorts it for you automatically. I'm going to go down and I'm going to get the most recent version of the 125, and we're going to go ahead and do the 126. So the applicant information and the GL. I'm going to save it under the customer's profile. Top right corner, I'm going to hit create. Once this form populates, you will hit the most right icon on the top to edit your form. This is where you can go in and you can select coverages, type in the fields, and fill everything out. It is all editable. You will want to page through each page of the forms, and it will take you from form to form. So if you started on the 125 and you need the 126 open, it's going to allow you to page through all of the forms. Once you are completed and everything is filled out, we can print the forms to a PDF. This way you can obtain your customer's signature on the form. I have done this a couple of times, so there are a few in the system. I'm going to select the 125 and the 126, and I'm going to save those as a PDF form. Once saved, you can use your DocuSign or wet signatures for your customer to sign the form. And you can attach them in an email to Commercial. Again, when you are emailing these forms to Commercial, please include the named insured in the subject line. You will also include your submission form. The Accord form does require a signature on each form. Applicant signature on the 126, and there's going to be an applicant signature on the 125. You can download this and send it over email to Commercial at commercial@tagins.net. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me, 303-565-1850, or my email, kreeves@tagins.net. Please keep in mind any commercial submissions may take anywhere from 3 business days up to 10 depending on the risk. Please let me know if you have any questions. Thank you so much.